Today we've got a quick review and your first look at the Tamron 70-180 f2.8 G2. This is the newest lens from Tamron and going to be a great sports tailored lens, but also fantastic for a range of things, including portraits, landscapes. Really, it's a do-it-all lens, and they've just gone above and beyond as usual and improved upon the original. So I'm excited to share with you some shots that I've taken with the last few days with this lens. It does not disappoint. Admittedly, the 70-200-ish kind of lens is not my first pick. I do love their 35-150, but with the upgrades that they've done to this thing, I am finding myself kind of leaning towards this in particular situations, and it does come in at a fraction of the cost of that lens and, of course, your native Sony lenses. And it's also going to have the majority of the performance you're going to get with those lenses, again, at a considerable discount. So here's a look at some of the photos that I've taken over the last few days. I've been really impressed, especially with the image quality. This lens is incredibly sharp. Very nice f2.8 means you can get nice out of focus backgrounds, and it's just got the great Tamron quality that we've come to expect. Being a sports tailored lens, it's very important that the autofocus keeps up with whatever you throw at it, whether you're shooting wildlife or sports or kids. Well, luckily this thing is not going to miss a beat with improved tracking and their newer VXD focusing motors. This lens's autofocus is incredibly quick and very impressive. See for yourself here with this quite demanding test. Now, one big feature that the original did not have, which the G2 does, is image stabilization. That was a criticism of mine, and I know a lot of people, as you get out to 200 millimeters or so, it's going to be tricky to keep those shutter speeds reasonable, and they have gone ahead and fixed that issue here by adding it. But at the same time, somehow keeping this lens as a class-leading size and weight. I don't know how they did it, but the vibration compensation feature is phenomenal. It works incredibly well. So great job, Tamron, for throwing that in here and still keeping it reasonable, under 2 pounds. And this thing only measures about 6.2 inches. So if you are somebody who likes to keep your pack light, well, this is going to be a fantastic alternative to some of those heavier lenses. And just for fun, here's a size comparison between the 70-180 G2 and the 35-150 here. Again, they've done a great job at keeping it reasonable, and they have stuck to the 67mm filter threads, which is a common theme among a lot of Tamron lenses these days, with the 35-150 excluded from that. So if you do happen to have those 67mm filter threads, or if you have the original that you're thinking about upgrading, it's the same filter size. Another great improvement on this guy is the minimum focus distance, which has been drastically improved from the original, which was about 33 inches. Now it's under 12 inches, allowing you to get extraordinarily close to your subject, resulting in some macro-like photography. Now that's really fun for me. I love the versatility of that. So just know that they have improved on that by a large amount. And yeah, just another great feature of this lens. Now, if we look at this lens physically, there's just one manual focus hold button here, which is actually customizable because this thing is compatible with their lens utility software, meaning you can program this button to do all sorts of things. A really cool feature. And there's also a custom button there, 1, 2, and 3, so that you can actually switch depending on what you want. Manual automatic focus switch, if you want an A to B point, and this works on both photography and if you're shooting video. At the back here is a smaller focus ring, and it does actually feel really good. I really like the manual focus performance of this lens. I think it's been upgraded further. It feels more natural. And on the front, again, is a nice big grippy zoom ring. And as you can see, it really doesn't extend a ton, giving you a nice quick throw from 70 all the way to 180 just that fast. On the front, we've got all our proprietary coatings to help with ghosting and flare, which I have seen very well controlled. Again, if you wanted to check my full in-depth review coming, I will break this thing down in detail as usual. I just wanted to kind of give you a brief overview, guys, and there of course will be a comparison between this lens and of course the original, and probably many others as well, so keep an eye out for that. On the back, it is weather sealed with a nice metal mount, so nothing to note in that regard. I've found that over the years, I've had absolutely no problems with Tamron lenses in terms of weather sealing, and I don't expect them to start being an issue now. The build, great. The size and weight, great. Optically, well, you be the judge, and I will show you a more in-depth look at the image quality in my full in-depth review, of course, and it is spectacularly sharp. I'll just throw that out there right now. So just an incredible package, a really, really welcomed lens, and I think a great option and a great upgrade. So if you are in the market, guys, make sure you check that out. Who is it for? This can absolutely be used as a professional lens, but if you're somebody who's maybe getting into photography, if you're a beginner or intermediate, this is something that you can grow into and have just tremendous results, whether you're getting paid or you're just shooting something like on the side or a hobby or family stuff. It's just great for everything. So there you have it, guys. Thanks so much for watching the video. Maybe drop all your questions and your comments, anything that you wanted to see specifically down in the comments for me for the full in-depth review coming up when I feel really confident that I know this thing inside and out, as always. And thanks so much to Tamron for sending me this lens for a review. And as always, this is my own personal opinion, the good and the bad. I have absolutely no criteria that I have to meet when doing these reviews for anybody that I do. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching the video. Again, if you liked it, hit that like and subscribe button, join the community, check out the affiliate links down in the description. You want to pick this lens up or any of the gear that I do use. And like always, make mistakes, be yourself, and get out there and take some more pictures. See you next time.